Alright, hey everyone, what's up? It is Tuesday, April 19th, and just to let you guys know, my video's all screwed up. I'm not really sure why. But today I want to talk about, over the weekend I went to go see Atlas Shrugged, that crazy new ultra-libertarian movie. And whenever I say libertarian, I don't mean liberal, I mean libertarian. Now basically the movie was the first part of Atlas Shrugged, the book, and it was truly, I think, one of the best movies I've seen lately. Yeah, the budget was pretty low; it was like about 15 million, but overall, the actors they performed their roles very well. It was just I think, a pretty fantastic movie. I mean, of course, they did have to leave out a few things because the book is very long. It's about 1,100 pages, so the first part is still like 400 pages. So, they did have to make it into a 2-hour slot. But overall, I think it was a fantastic movie. And of course, the Hollywood critics absolutely hate the movie. They are giving it a score on, I think it's Motten.com or whatever it's called, of a 27 out of 100. Which last time I checked is pretty horrible. Robert Ebert only gave it a 25 out of 100. Now, Robert Ebert is the guy's, yeah, he's popular, but does that mean that he's a good critic? No. They absolutely hate it because it completely goes against every Hollywood movie made so far. It preaches, self-values. It preaches to be as good as you can be and work as hard as you can, and that man can really achieve anything. It's not saying anything about social welfare. It's not saying, and that's the great thing. The movie actually completely goes against any of the, it's the anti-Robin Hood, and that is what is phenomenal about the movie. Any of you out there, just definitely go see it. It's playing in 2 theaters here in Pittsburgh. The Lowe's down in Homestead, and I believe the Southside Works has I forget which theater has it, but there's one down on the South Side. It's well worth the $7 or $10 or whatever it cost to actually go see the movie. It was just a great, awesome movie. Another thing, I want to just say that silver and gold, or the commodities in general, are skyrocketing. Today, gold hit a high of $1,500 an ounce, so that's the highest it's ever been, nominally, of course. And silver also hit a high today of about $44.10 for a little bit, which is amazing. I mean, that means that I've pretty much received over 100%, well, about a 99% return on my initial investment that I did back in September. So I haven't had any other investment yet that's done quite that well. Another thing that I'd like to talk about is, I don't know if any of you are from the Johnstown area or just in general, today was a hilarious day. It was National Hiring Day. And on the radio, McDonald's has been advertising that they want to hire 1,500 people from the Johnstown, Cambria area. 1,500 people to work at McDonald's, and they're advertising this is like a future of hope, and that like somehow all these people that they hire will become managers and senior executives at McDonald's. And it's just hilarious because, have you met the people who work at McDonald's? I mean, they should be advertising, attention college students on break, attention high schoolers, come work for us. You don't have to have any skills at all. If you can be a complete blithering idiot to work at McDonald's. But no, they're going after people who are just complete blithering morons and really can achieve nothing in life. And they're saying, come work with us, and you can completely suck at your job, not get fired for it, and make everyone else in the world completely irritable. And cause someone to wait 20 minutes, and then make them have to go back and pick up their own milkshake from behind the counter, which is what I've done. I waited 20 minutes for milkshake once for my mother. Finally got to the point I actually walked behind the counter after I paid for the stupid thing, actually poured my own milkshake, and walked out to the car. 20 minutes. No lie. I was ready to go insane. There was like a line out the door while these just apathetic pieces of crap just sat back there and texted and tried to make fries. It was just embarrassing, really. So, and it's just going on with the whole amazingness of just how disgusting people are anymore. My mother told me a story that over the weekend, I guess it was probably like late last week, she went up to Dollar General. because Dollar General is pretty much the only store where my parents moved. Normalville, big town. We have a blinking light, a Subway, gas station, and there's a new Normalville that opened up last year. New Dollar General that opened up last year. So she went up. She usually just gets like baking supplies and the necessities like milk, butter, stuff like that. So she goes up, gets some milk, gets some bread, and it's paper. So she's coming back, right? Well, she's going to the register, and there's these two enormously heavy ladies. One is wearing, if you're really heavy, you don't wear the clothes, I'm gonna say. She's wearing like a tank top thing with like flowers, and it was really thin and too tight and showed off all of her rolls. And wearing these ultra short pink cotton shorts. And it was cold out, she said. My mom said it was like 45 degrees, so that's just insane. And the other one was like toothless and stuff. And there is this like little girl that was just like out of control. And she's watching. And they just keep adding more and more stuff to their cart. And they're checking out. The total comes to over $80. $80 from Dollar General. And it's $80 of soda, chips, Hostess things, frozen pizzas, just absolutely nothing good for you. The only thing they had that may have been considered good was canned fruit. Canned fruit. The only thing out of the whole list. And my mom was just appalled. First, that they could possibly be eating that bad. Second, they pull out a WIC, like an access card, like food stamps. They pull out a food stamps card and proceed to pay for all of that incredibly horrible food with food stamps. So that means essentially we as taxpayers are subsidizing their horrible, horrible eating habits. If I'm being made to pay the government money to give people food, I want them to be eating well. I should only be providing maybe, bread, milk, fruit, and vegetables. I shouldn't be providing frozen pizzas, candy, Hostess cupcakes, chips. Because you know what's going to happen? These people who obviously don't work or are just really poor get the money for food stamps. So they eat absolutely horrible. They probably don't have health insurance. So that means they probably have Medicaid. And then what happens? Because they're so fat and eating so unhealthy, then they go to the hospital. And then what happens? We now have to pay for their heart attack, their bypass heart surgery because they eat like shit. What the hell? How just screwed up is that? That's horribly screwed up. So that's just one of the many things that, but I am trying to face life in a much more brighter light, just like this paper's glowing, trying to, Overall, I do enjoy life. I know some of you think that I don't, but overall I really do. But, right now I'm actually in search for a new job because I just can't take working in falling water anymore. I was there on Saturday, and one of my coworkers was again just proceeding to. Yeah, he actually agreed that Obama wasn't doing a very good job, but then proceeded to say that Donald Trump would be the worst choice in the world for America, and saying that he can't possibly run for president. It's against the law. He doesn't have enough experience. Last time I checked, you don't need to have any experience to run for president and be elected. Look at Barack Obama. Okay, he has what? A 2-year term in the U.S. Senate, and then a 4-year term in the state Senate. Okay, state senators don't really do much. They represent a district. That's about it. And he said, Obama says he has 20 years of public service. Well, I have, 3 years of public service? I'm a freaking tour guide. How much more public service do you want to get? Public servants for the United States government don't do anything. Or they go around, hand out flyers, and just bus in people who can't drive to the polls and say, here's a free meal as long as you vote for this person. That's not a public servant. That's a public crook. So obviously, I don't know. It's just frustrating. I think anyone should be allowed to run for president if they want. There is no law or rule that someone can't run because they don't have immense experience. And besides, the United States is a business. Yeah, it's a country, but it needs to be run like a business. And look at this point, yeah, I don't agree with everything Trump says, but he's obviously figured out a way to make money in life. So you should be able to figure out how to make money for the United States. That's one of the very shallow ways of looking at things. But yeah, I've been looking for a job, and Of course, no one's replying back because no one has any manners anymore. I mean, if the job's gone or you don't like whatever I have on my resume, just say, "We're sorry, Sean McFadden. The job has been closed, and don't hope on getting this job." Like, even if they were rude, that's better than not replying at all. That's just the rudest thing in the world, just not to reply. All right, well, it's about 10 minutes in. I better wrap this up. I'm probably gonna be making another video later this week because it's dead week. You know, it's pretty easy right now. So, all right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.